know you could do it. All you gotta do is put your mind to it.
Hey, welcome back to Money on the Go, where I talk about money, mindset, and my journey towards financial freedom and early retirement. In today's video, I am going to be answering your home buying questions while I bake some cookies. I've been meaning to bake these cookies since before Christmas. I was gonna make cookies for Christmas for everybody, and I didn't. But I still wanna eat these cookies because I've also had this flour and all the ingredients sitting on my counter since about December, and now it's January. So I'm gonna make them now. All right, so the first thing is to heat the oven 375. So I've been wanting to get a house for a long time, but the stars did not align until I finally made them. For 2 cups of flour, Costco's finest. This is probably gonna get everywhere. So one of the first things is, how long did it take me to save for my down payment? So I saved $40,000. I didn't use it all for my down payment. Because I ended up going with a new build home, they actually helped to contribute to my down payment. So I saved $40,000 and it took me 5 years. Before my most recent job, I was making under 6 figures, but with this recent job that I have, or I guess I've been there almost 3 years now, but with this newer job, my salary increased by over 40%. So, my salary increased by over 40% and brought me now into a 6-figure earner. I'm doing the exact same thing I used to do in my other job. I just switched industries. The technology industry pays more than healthcare. Is it fair? No. In fact, I would argue I was working even more hard at my last job than this one. The next thing is half a teaspoon of baking soda and cream of tartar. One time I made a mistake when I was younger and mixed baking soda and baking powder, and I'm like, it'll be fine. It was not fine. Those are 2 different things. One of the things that motivated me to get my own house as a single woman, even though it's just my income, is that I want to own a place of my own. If I decide to partner up with somebody long-term, we could buy a new house together. I'm not opposed to that, but I want to be able to have something that's my own for myself. And so that was one of the reasons that I decided to make this purchase, even though it's just on me and just my income. The reason that I chose a new build is because I wanted to be the first person in my tub. I really like the idea of having something brand new to start off with. I personally am not the most handy person, and I don't want to deal with repairs and putting things together. So I thought it would be easier for me to have a new build home. Now, there are pluses and advantages of this. For instance, I don't believe my yard is anything as nice as it would have been if I got an old home. In Phoenix, growing up, our lot size was so huge. You could have put like 2 guest houses back there. And here, you cannot. It's a very small yard, but there's trade-offs. Another reason that I got a new build community was because I wanted a pool that I had access to, but did not have to worry about the maintenance of. And so one of my requirements for a new build community was a community with a pool, because I want to be able to invite my family over for the holidays, for summertime, and enjoy the pool. And then I want to be able to leave, because I rented a house with a pool and my ex mostly did the maintenance, but I did not enjoy it because it cost so much money and so much time. I did not enjoy that at all. So I knew I wanted the pool, but without all the responsibilities. And that's what drove me to getting a new build. I think that's pretty blended in. Woohoo! All right, next thing is to fold in the pecans. All right. So what was my budget for the house? Well, back in the day, as in before 2020, I told myself I would not get a house over 350K. Unfortunately, those prices for a new build for where I wanted to be was just not realistic. So I ended up coming in for my house without all the bells and whistles, without any upgrades. The first purchase price was the purchase price was 404. Yeah, it was around 404. It was 3 or something, but it went up between when I first went and saw the home versus when I decided, okay, I'm gonna take the plunge and go through with it. So I ended up putting in around 16,000 of upgrades. For example, this is one of the upgrades. I got higher cabinets. These are 40 inches versus the standard, which is 32 or 36. So upgrades like that obviously cost more. And the reason that I chose this neighborhood specifically was because of the amenities that are close by, the proximity to the freeway, as well as the proximity to things that I think would be good for when I'm ready to rent it out. It also has a very excellent school district. I don't have kids, but I didn't want to exclude myself from renters who may have kids. And so that was one of the reasons I chose this area as well. One of the things that surprised me about the home building process was just how long it took to get things done and how they were not wanting to stick to a deadline. They said that the house would be done in 9 months, anywhere between 9 and 10 months, and it was done in 8, almost 9 months. It was like the very end of August that I got my keys. Okay. Ooh, this is looking good. Let me fold in these pecans. Oh, I can't wait to eat these. I know I should not eat any of them, so I'm not gonna. All right. I'm getting some excess butter, as much as I can, off of this. I think I also may make chocolate chip cookies as well. We shall see. I'm in the mood. That's the cover. And chill for 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is sticky. All right, 30 minutes in the fridge. Other questions. What was the first thing that I bought for my new home? First thing, because I bought a lot of things. Actually, to be honest, I was buying things before I even got the home. So the first thing that I bought officially was in January. There was a sale on this duvet cover last January. So I ended up buying that duvet cover, and that was officially the first thing I bought for my home. Now, the first thing that I bought once I was in here, probably house supplies. All right, the first major item that I bought for my house was this fridge. Originally, I had another fridge that had the ice machine down at the bottom where people had to scoop it out. But my sister made a comment that that was not super sanitary, which to think about it, it really wasn't. So I ended up upgrading to this one where you just press the button and the ice comes out. So what is my favorite room or feature? I'm very proud of the gallery wall that I did. I think it has a lot of my favorite pictures on there, as well as myself and a gift from my sister, from one of my sisters. So I really am proud of my gallery wall. I think it looks really great in my living room against my blue couch. I really love that. Did I have a housewarming party? No, I had planned to do a housewarming party. However, my life went to shit because my mother got diagnosed with cancer and my focus shifted to that. Unexpected thing that I've learned about while being a homeowner, what I am learning is that there are some upgrades that I should have just done with the buyer, with the builder. It took forever to get the blinds in, and I did not like that. I think honestly, I should have just gone with whatever blinds they had, and it would have been a much easier process because I'm still waiting to get blinds on the other side of the house. I only filled them here in the living room, so I need to get them in the rooms and the office, and there's a side window here at the front door that I want to cover. So yeah, that's something I wish, looking back on hindsight, I wish I would have done with the builder. If I could name my house, what would I call it? I don't know. The name Pearl's coming to me, but I think that's mostly because that's what one of my best friends calls her cars. If I could name my house, I don't know. I don't think I have a name for my house. Linda? Not sure. One of the dream items I want to add to my house, I really want my backyard to be super nice. I am in the process of improving it. Right now it's just dirt. I didn't have any landscaping there, and I really want it to be lush with like a garden aspect. I want some bushes, some flowers there, and I want one of those pergolas things where you could sit underneath, a grill, everything like that. If I could magically change one thing about my home, well, honestly, there are a couple more things I do need to get for my home. For example, I need to get a rug, like a runner rug for my bedroom. And I probably would have upgraded the rugs that I chose for the bathroom. I just chose gray at the time. I think I would like something more patterns. However, I know myself and I'm not gonna rebuy all the rugs that I have here. I'm just not. Now, how does it feel to have my own house? I feel great. The stability of having my own place, being able to say what I want to add in and what I don't. I think that's such a level of freedom to not have to worry about where I'm moving to next. I've lived in many places. I've had over 7 apartments, and it's nice to be settled in, have my own place, and be able to decorate it in the way that I like it. So I really enjoy that aspect. Hey, Maysel here in post. I forgot to do an outro because I was so focused on eating those cookies. They were delicious. And after eating 12 cookies by myself, I decided to give the rest away to my family. I will be making chocolate chip cookies sometime soon. And I also bought some cake pans to make some cakes. So I'm very excited about that. But let me wrap up with some facts about my house. As always, if you have questions, you can let me know down below in the comment section. All right, so I'm in my early 30s. Like I had mentioned before, I work as a data analyst, and I've been in this field for the past 9-ish years now. Gonna be 10 years next year that I've been working as an analyst. And I purchased my home in the Phoenix metro area. The total purchase price of my home was $418,724, a number I will never, ever, 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 ever forget. All right, so those are some of the roundup facts. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please let me know what questions you have down below.
I know you could do it. All you gotta do is put your mind to it.